Hey guys, welcome back to more Stardew Valley Road to Riches with Jojo. Let's see, I think this week, this week is a grind through week, so it's really more like 3 weeks. Or at least that's the goal, is to get through 3 weeks in the time we have. Hopefully without going over too much. So we've got crystallariums today, and of course our fruit. And I still have all the odds and ends in my inventory because, of course I do. Oh, it's Robin's birthday. Okay. I'm just gonna stick all of this in here because I'm still undecided if we're gonna keep those little trees, but for right now they can just go in there. I want to say no to them because I really don't like how they turned out. But if it ends up being a thing, it ends up being a thing, you know? Get our stuff sorted. Alright, how's our stuff in the basement looking today? It's okay. Thank you for watering our crops that have sprinklers, my dude. Okay, so crystallariums first, then we can go head over to the island and harvest our crops. This is our last week of fall, too, so this is our last chance to get one of those, pillars from the crane game. So we might go and try that at some point this week. Hector, why are you on top of the filing cabinet, my dude? You are so stinking cute, but you are such a menace. Because we both know you're not graceful enough to be up there. Hector. You got it figured out, honey? Did you find all kinds of things to rub your face against? Hi. Hi, honey. You're so sweet. You are very, very sweet, but there's not really enough room for you on my desk, okay? Maybe one day I'll have a desk set up where you can get up there and hang out with me. Although I probably don't want to encourage him being on my desk because he's a pen thief. Well, pen slash, you know, any movable object, he will steal it. It's just what he do. He likes to... The stereotypical cat batting things around, that's Hector. The other cats will do it on occasion, but Hector's one that's pretty guaranteed to do it. He just likes batting at things. He is actually currently messing with a marker that I have stuck to one of my notebooks. Sir, let's not do that. Please. Hold on, I'm gonna take this, okay? Because it's a very nice marker. Technically it's a pen, but it's one of the brush nib pens, so... But it's one of my favorite ones for writing with, so I really don't want him destroying it. Are you trying to eat the binding now? You are so stinking cute, you absolute menace. Okay, real quick. Paranoia, double check. Okay, cool. Are you staring deeply into your own eyes again, sir? Okay, you done being up high now? Okay. know, if I can get a better organization for my desk whenever we get over at the house, I might have enough space where I could actually put all of my notebooks away, but still have them, like, easy access for writing down things, so that he couldn't mess with everything, but he could also still get on the desk. Like, my previous desk had a keyboard tray, so I could have the keyboard out of the way so they couldn't do anything dumb. Because, like, I'll just turn on a playlist whenever we go to bed and, like, just leave my computer running, because that's what we listen to when we go to sleep. But it does mean that on occasion, Hector will just get up on the desk and step all over the keyboard. Because he has to explore. It's just what he do. Dang, I would really like a desk like my old desk, but sadly that guy is no more. The keyboard tray actually got, broken. I believe it was on a poker night, actually. We used to get together with friends all the time and, play poker. Either at friends' houses or at our house. Just depends. But yeah, without the keyboard tray, that desk was just impractical to use for me. It was honestly pretty impractical anyways, because the way the monitor had to sit up, it was straining my neck. Hey, Louise. I'm doing fantastic today. How's your day going? I've been working on getting a lot of stuff gathered up to ship off to Goodwill. Some stuff that's going to go up in the attic. Matter of fact, the plan is supposed to be whenever we get through streaming, Drew and I are supposed to go back to the house and get things packed into the car so that he can take everything to Goodwill. It's mostly books, it feels like. But that makes sense, because my mom, my grandma, and I are all book hoarders. Oh, let me through, please. Because I think we had one ostrich that was pretty close to... Janner's is pretty close. Okay, Janner's is the next closest, but they're not near. That guy's still incubating. Okay. School wearing you out, my dude? The end is almost in sight, and then you get a little bit of a break. Okay, found... Get all the pineapple first. Just because if I don't, I will forget one of them. Okay. And I think while we're over here... Do we still have bombs in the chest on the porch? Because if we do, I might go ahead and go bomb the dig site real quick and see if we can get any clay. Because I haven't forgotten about our need for clay. Let's see. Have we done the word book yet? I've kind of got books on the brain right now. It's like I've only gone through... I had Drew pull out 2 tubs for me. Oh yeah, I've got bombs, plenty. Let's get these off my top bar real quick. Get... honestly, 6 is probably more than enough bombs. But there's still... I want to say 3 more tubs of stuff to go through. I think most of those are picture frames, though. Let's see. If we did it already, then I should have it in my notes. Oh gosh, what did I knock down? Let's see, let's see. Let's see. Actually, that word or phrase, that reminds me. I know in English we have idioms. It's just little phrases that like I don't even know how to explain them properly, 'cause I know what an idiom is, but I don't know like the true definition of it. Okay, so an idiom is basically a phrase used to describe something that you would not use. It's a group of words according to Oxford Dictionary. It is a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. Example given: rain, cats, and dogs, which would just be like heavy downpour of rain. Are there any like idioms in Portuguese? Like phrases that people say. I don't know if my definition made any kind of sense. If it didn't make sense, that's okay. Just let me know. I'm just curious now. Mm. So, a common one that I can think of, at least in the area I live, is I'll cross that bit. I will cross that bridge when I get to it. Meaning, I will deal with the consequences of this situation whenever it happens. Generally speaking, like it can be meaning I'll deal with whatever situation arises whenever it happens, but generally I've seen it used for consequences. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining me in here. Oh no. Hi guys. Hi folks. I have been puppy bombed. Oh, but yeah, one of my favorite idioms is actually a clashing of idioms. Um, it's the combination of I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, and I've burned all my bridges, which means I've... One second. If y'all are gonna do all that... Okay. But, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, and I've burned all my bridges, which I've cut. I've cut all my ties, or I've ruined all those connections. So the combination of the two is I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. And it's basically I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm sure I'll mess it up in some way. Soft water, hard stone, beats until it sticks. Hold on. Espresso, and today's as good a day as any to head over to the movie theater. Okay, so Abigail did destroy that one. Can I ask who's poking in the door? Is that you, old man? Hi. You were very vocal today, huh? That's okay. Okay, we have 25, and he's there. That's okay. Oh, that just means we can either try it again next Sunday, or we will have to wait until next fall, but that's not the end of the world. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and run this stuff down to the forest, because I don't need it on me this week. I was more just curious, like, what kind of idioms you guys have. Or even if you have a favorite idiom. $1.1 million, not too bad. Alright, how's everything? Okay, we've got 2 down in the basement that are ready to come up. It helps if I actually grab those 2, huh? Generally, that helps. Okay. What's this? Evelyn sent us some bread. Thank you, Evelyn. Que me avisa, amigo, eh? I'm glad you think so, because I was pretty sure I butchered it in some way. Then again, I butcher the English language, so I wouldn't be surprised if I butcher other languages. But no, I feel like that's something that kind of tends to get, like, looked over unless you're learning from a native. It's just, like, idioms and slang, common phrases. It's just one of those language things that I think are curious, too. And part of me wonders where they come from. Like, I'm pretty sure I could just, like, take a course on this shit, but I don't have time for that. Maybe one day. Because it's like we've talked about with just the general use of words in the general use of words is all down to somebody deciding that's the word. Or that's the phrase that we're gonna use. And other people accept it to the point where it just goes through generations, and we just don't even know where it comes from anymore. Unless you're somebody that's actually taken the time to get the education for it. Oh no, that's okay, because I'm the one that thought of, like, just, like, had idioms pop in my brain. And those were the only 3 that my brain immediately thought of. There's more that I can think of. It's just thinking of things on the spot is always so much more difficult than if you're just talking naturally or if you've been thinking about them for a while. Hmm. Let's see. I can't think of any phrases off the top of my head. Let's see. Some que elevem atrás. Let's go for the stuff on the island first. It should just be these guys. My brain is, like, legitimately blanking on phrases. Huh. I would count that more as a sentence. But on that topic, how would you've already answered it before I could even, like, say it. Que quiero, no. You quiero un copo de café? gustaría de copo de café? Mi ve... Mi ve un copo de café? Hmm. Okay, now that brings the question. Surely, if you want some coffee, you must be tired. So how would I say I am very tired? Oh, these guys aren't going to be ready. And also, I have to leave these because I kind of forgot about them yesterday. But these guys aren't going to be ready until later this week because I forgot about them last week. So they're just going to hang out there. Right. You get in there too. And the bread. So it would be... You esto... Miuito... Cansada? Oh. Okay, we got a lot of odds and ends. But we only have crystallariums today. Okay, okay. Because it feels like those two sentences would go, like, hand in hand together. Because I know I'll drink coffee anytime, but I'm especially thinking about it whenever I'm tired. Oh, I am stuck on a mushroom tree. Try to tell everyone I'm very tired, and instead of saying I'm very married, guys. I don't know if you know this, but I'm very married. To be fair, coffee is... fiance is, the state between just dating and getting married. It's, basically when you show... It's, shows that you have intention to be married. So technically, Drew and I are engaged. He is my fiance. Although we were supposed to be married 2 years ago. So, by now he should be husband, but he is fiance still. Although he's already refers to me as his wife anyway, so... Because, I mean, at this point, we were supposed to have been married already. But it's more or less just showing the intent to get married. Now, I misread what you first wrote as fiance. What you wrote instead looks more like finance, which is just a state of your, the money that you have. I mean, technically, yes, he is my friend. I consider Drew to be my best friend, actually. But yeah, he calls me his wife because we were supposed to be married in 2020. And we both agreed on not doing a big wedding because neither of us really want the big ceremony. We'd rather just go to the courthouse and sign paperwork and then have a party with our family afterwards. But 2020, the courthouses were shut down, so we couldn't get anybody to, like, do the documentation for us. If we can actually get our stuff in order, we might go ahead and do it next year. At this point, I'm just waiting for our anniversary to come back around. Last year we had had a lot of stuff to deal with, and then this year I kind of just forgot. Not gonna lie. Forgot to get married. Last one. And then we shouldn't really have anything else due until Friday, unless one of our kegs, or not kegs, but crystallarium starts back up and I didn't realize it. Okay, that guy's still incubating. So it's time for us to do a big sleep-in. These guys in there. And our butts in bed. Shane, honey, I'm going to phase through you. Galinha? Porco? Dude, I love chickens. They're so stinking cute. That is my goal. Vaca? That is my goal for whenever we get settled in at the house, is to fence in the backyard, both for... It must be George's birthday. I will go ahead and take these leeks. Those are useful. You've taught me fish before. Peishi? Okay, these guys... Okay, so we've got galinha, chicken, porco, pig, vaca, cow, cobra is snake, peixe is fish, baleia is whale, passarinho is bird, cachorro is, or cow for dog, gato for cat, borboleta for butterfly, formiga for ants, oh yeah, you taught me fish, like, right at the very beginning. Because that's when you explained to me, X pronunciation. And it's all good. We're all forgetful sometimes. I'm forgetful very often. Get the rest of these guys gathered up and we can actually drink our espresso today. I was really guessing with whale there, though. Like I said, multiple vowels side by side always throw me off a little bit. Like, it just throws my brain off. Which is not a hard task to do. Yeah, that one can stay there, that's fine. It took one of my wines, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. We got some wood from Robin, and Lewis is inviting us to the Spirits Eve festival, but we're not gonna go because we got other things to do. Our yams are still working away. I feel like Borboleta. Hold on, I might be completely crazy. In Spanish. Okay, so cow is the same in Spanish. And butterfly. Okay, so no, I'm crazy on the butterfly one. It might be another similar language that I'm thinking of. Okay, we're gonna do some ancient fruit and some pineapple because we're reaching that point where we just don't have a whole lot of anything right now. Cavallo? Okay, so I'm curious about something. Ant is formiga. What is the word for, like, an aunt? Like, your mother's sister or your father's sister. What would you call them? Because Drew and I make jokes all the time because in English, the word for aunt and the word for aunt sound very similar. So we make jokes all the time about, whenever I talk too softly, he says I'm talking for ants, meaning the insect. And I joke back that I am an aunt, meaning that I have a niece. Because I'm just that cool. Tia, so it's the same as in Spanish. Okay. Yeah, and always fascinated about the crossover in languages. Okay, and then we've got crystallariums to do today as well. I don't want to forget. So Mariposa is an animal too, like a butterfly, but it's bigger. Huh. I mean, I have seen some pretty big... They weren't butterflies, they were more moths. We get some around here occasionally that are like... I don't know, like 6 inches across. These really big white moths, and they're really cool. They've got like fuzzy antennae. Okay, drink some espresso because that's worn off. Athena, are you trying to get in here by any chance, dearest one? Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna let Athena in. I'm guessing Tarkus either has gotten himself put in puppy jail or puppy timeout, or he's been bothering her. One of the two. That's the only reason she comes in here to hang out with me. Now that she's not scared of the puppy, at least. Your soap bar? You got your soap bar? Yeah. Leave the cat alone. Hey, little miss. Soap bar. Leave your cat alone. Oh. One of her toys is, it's meant to be like a bone type toy, but it's shaped more like a bar of soap. So Drew and I just call it her soap bar, and she knows what it is now as soap bar. Get these guys finished, and then we can go harvest our crystallariums. Then tomorrow will be the end of the week. We just got 2 more to go after that. Okay. First things first, those guys in the bin, those guys in the bin, those guys in the bin. I'll put the rest of this stuff up in a second. I just want to get some more of these guys. I'm going to go ahead and put those up for real quick because they're just in my inventory for no reason right now. And you guys up as well. Okay, so Macaco is monkey. Leo is lion. Tigre is tiger. Lobo for wolf. Orzo for zebra. Or, no, for... Orzo for bear. Zebra for zebra. Rato for mouse. Raposa for fox. And elefante for elephant. No, I got what you mean. I still like just read it together just because human brain do that. But I know I'm seeing a lot more crossovers with when I remember... Like, I don't remember a lot of learning Spanish when I was a teenager. But what I do remember is looking... pretty similar, at least for, like, tigre and... Honestly, mainly tigre. That's the one that's sticking out. It's something my brain's like, hey, we know that. No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I still read it together even though I had already seen where you said bear and zebra or orso and zebra are not together. You just missed a space. That's okay. Like I said, I still read it together because human brain do that. Hey, Aiden. I mean, that's pretty simple, my dude. I'm fairly scared of, you know, heights, just in general. Like, my opinion is there's a reason I'm 5 foot, and it's not to go any higher than that. Dude. I could see that happening. My sleep paralysis demon was always just a shadow figure. Not very creative of my brain. Thankfully, I haven't had sleep paralysis in a long time. Still get night terrors, but sleep paralysis hasn't been a thing for a few years at least. Wait, was it? I didn't see any any spooky month animations. Honestly, I didn't see a whole lot of stuff for Halloween this year. I know there was content out there, I just didn't see it. I am very happy you've never had sleep paralysis, Luis, because it's not fun by any means. A night terror, it's, for me, it's kind of like the limbo between sleep paralysis and a nightmare. You're not fully paralyzed yet, but it's a nightmare cranked up to 11, basically. It's one of those that jerks you out of it pretty roughly. Cold sweat, heart pounding, that kind of thing. One of those that just makes you not want to go back to sleep. See, that's the thing. I've talked to people who have been around me while I was sleeping. Like, my parents, my brother, Drew. All of them said that the most I ever do is just, like, mumble in my sleep. And sometimes I'll have full conversations. Like, they can have a conversation with me while I'm sleeping sometimes. But that's more if I'm just, like, on the border of consciousness and they're trying to talk to me, or like they've tried to wake me up and they're having a conversation with me. And generally, Sleep Me will tell them whatever it takes to get them to leave me the fuck alone so I can go back to sleep. But I don't think I've ever screamed in my sleep. I might have when I was younger, but I don't remember, because I really don't remember a whole lot of my childhood. Get those back up top. Alright, to bed we go. Holding the pineapple and sleep. Go get you some rest, Luis. You know, I used to get asked a lot when I was a kid what was wrong. Because I've always had, like, not quite resting bitch face, but, like, resting concerned face. As I got older, it turned more into resting bitch face. But when I was a kid, I guess I just looked upset about something. Oh, wait, yeah. We need these guys first, and then our crystallariums are starting to be ready today. So we take care of these guys first, and then crystallariums. Let's see. Tomorrow we can try the movie theater one last time to see if we'll get the crane game open. There's only a 24% chance that that dude will be there, but he's been there the last 2 times we've gone, so... Which, it's not a big deal if he is there. We can just put it off until next year. It's not the end of the world. Oh wait, are our yams done too? They kind of look like they are, but they can wait until tomorrow whenever we harvest everything. It's not the end of the week, not the end of the month yet. Oh, fill that one up too. Thank you. But yeah, we gotta get our butts in gear on filling up some garden pots over at the island. Because something tells me we're gonna need some more pineapples. Just a hunch, but we're already getting to where we're, at the end of the year, having to dip into double fruit stacks. So, that's just gonna slow us down. Like, if we have to go any fruit lower than pineapple, it's gonna slow us down too much, I think. Okay, since we are probably at what's going to be our last batch of a decent amount of ancient fruit for the year. Yeah, because we're already starting to pull up. I'm guessing pineapple stuff in the back. We might try something. First things first, espresso. Thank you very much. Okay. Pineapple back in there. You in there. You're the pineapple wine. You can go in there. I'm just gonna hold on to the ancient fruit wine. We're gonna do this before we go for our crystallariums. Mainly because I'm curious. Okay, so we're gonna have to hold on to these. Until tomorrow at least, because the festival is going on today. That's fine. We can work on it tomorrow. Not the end of the world. It will mean we have a lower increase today, but I'm gonna try and see if this little... Oh, it's this one. I want to see how viable the Pierre strat is. Where essentially you sell him something while you have the artisan perk. Spend 10,000 gold to switch your perk. And then buy what you can back. I just want to see what... if it's viable. I'm just curious. Ideally, I would rather have a fuller stack of wine, but I wasn't thinking about it yesterday. That, or I could save up the wine that we get next week and add that in, because there is going to be some ancient fruit wine in that bunch, too. I can just store it in the fridge. Because if it is viable, we could start doing that strat. At least on the weeks whenever we're doing 3 weeks at a time. Hey, Turkey. What are you doing, honey? Tarkus stopped by the door to say hi for a second. Now he's off doing what puppies do. Probably getting into something. Because that is what puppies do. Matter of fact, I have a feeling. Okay, the feeling was wrong. He's being a good boy. That is one of the things that I will always be okay with being wrong about, is thinking the dog is getting into something. And turns out he's just being a good boy. Okay, we need to speed through next week and the week after, because it's already 7:30. We still got 2 weeks left to get. Preferably before 9. Mainly because, like I said, Drew and I are supposed to be going back to the house and getting things packed up for him to take over to Goodwill tomorrow. But if he's going tomorrow, he probably wants to stop by the flea market on the way there. And they open pretty early. Like, the vendors start setting up at, like, 4:30, 5 a.m. So if you want anything good from the flea market, you gotta get there pretty early in the day. Okay, one more crystallarium shed to go. Like I said, we'll hoard some of our ancient fruit wine, and maybe on like week 3 we'll try the Pierre strat. It would have to be week 3 because we need time to do it. Okay, let's see something. How much? I can make 10 of these. And I'm out of fiber. Got plenty of clay. I'm trying to make sure I don't use up all of my clay doing this. There we go. That's plenty, because what I can do is go ahead and harvest these guys and plant the fiber over here instead. Should grow in faster thanks to our fertilizer. It's plenty covered in scarecrows. Spirit's Eve has begun in the town square. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop over there real quick. If only because I can get a free golden pumpkin out of the deal. Also, I am so tempted to sell these just out of curiosity. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it. Same thing with the batteries. We can get more of these things. Frozen tier, why not? Refined quartz I'm a little more hesitant on just because I might need them for making crystal paths. The rest of the stuff I don't think I really need too many of. And I've got some ore, so I could always smelt some more if I needed them. We'll turn that in whenever we get back from the festival. Free golden pumpkin, free golden pumpkin, free golden pumpkin, free golden pumpkin. I'm surprised she hasn't destroyed anything other than the, oh, what's it called? The fencing. Honestly surprised. The worst part about going to get the golden pumpkin is just having to go all the way back out. Like, it's kind of neat the first time or two you do it. But when it's your 200th Halloween or Spirit's Eve, it's just like, can I have an exit over there, please? Like, give me a little cut through, like, behind the house. Like, just let me go through here. Golden pumpkin. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to let me just walk through there. Or, like, once you actually get the pumpkin, give me a path or something. Who knows? Maybe I'm just lazy. Let's go. It doesn't help that they take my speed boost away whenever I'm at festivals. You know, I might grab some gravestones while we're here. Pierre's selling them. $3.50 a piece. Yeah. We can find somewhere to make it useful. Yes, I do want to end the festival, thank you. Alright, we're just gonna dump a load of stuff in here because I'm curious, so. All that's in there. Get these guys in there because we don't need them right now. Okay. I do already have some pineapple seeds in here, but we're probably gonna need some more to actually fill up some garden pots. Not the end of the world. did I remember to fill up my stuff yesterday? I don't know if I did. So what we're gonna do really quick is I'm just gonna take all of our ancient fruit and pineapple that we have in here, put it on the second bar. That'll automatically give that somewhere to go. The only things we'll have to move is anything that I didn't already have in my inventory. Lemon. Okay. Iridium bars, 1,000 each. Not bad. Especially when we get a lot of them just for free from the Statue of Fortune. You're not really going to make a ton of money off of them. But not bad for something that we just had sitting in a chest. So 1.4, almost 1.5 million. I mainly wanted to sell that stuff to make up for me not selling the wine. Which is really one of those, not the end of the world, but, you know. It'd be nice to not miss the income. Okay, you guys all get on bottom bar. Thank you very much. That's ancient fruit wine. I will sacrifice 4 of them for this cause. Because these are going to make me more money in the long run, so... Could be fun to try it with these, too. Don't know if they would have the same return, though. So we'll just sell them instead. Give me my wine back, thank you. Okay. Linus sent us a sashimi. We've got some ancient fruit in here that need to be harvested. Along with, some pineapple. I hate when I do that. You would think I'd learn by now to put, like, a tool in my hand or something so I don't accidentally put one of my very valuable ancient fruits into the preserve jar. Which, it's not the end of the world, because we can still get a valuable item from that. It's just not going to be the item I wanted. So, not the end of the world, but mildly annoying, yes. I've also got to remember we need to plant more pineapples in here, too. Oh, shoot, there's been some along here this entire time. And I'm just an idiot. I probably should have put them, like, behind the trees, to be fair. There any back here that I've been missing? No? Okay. Good to know. Those guys are doing fine. Alright. I'm gonna put the miscellaneous fruit that we don't actually need up. So, pomegranates, oranges, peaches, apples, and more pomegranates. All you guys off my top bar. Oh wait. It's gonna be this line of crystallariums. Then we can head over to the island, do some bombing at the, dig site, gather up our crops, all that good stuff. Athena, are you sleepy, honey? Oh, she sure is. She didn't even open her eyes. She and Tark have been having fun all day playing. I still worry whenever they play too much, though. Because Athena is, like, twice his size, and she's very bouncy when she plays. If I had to guess, it's because she's used to playing with me and Drew, and she can be bouncy with us, because we can handle her bouncing at us. I don't know, just one of those things. Whenever they start playing, I have to tell her gentle. That's the thing, she is very gentle. Athena, you sweet girl. Sorry, had to give mandatory pets. She's too stinking cute not to. It's just like whenever one of the cats wanders by, you have to reach down and pet them. It's mandatory. Although some of them enforce the you have to pet me rule. If Tyler doesn't get his pets, and sometimes even if he does get his pets, a claw will wind up in your flesh. Not because he's angry, just because he wants to get your attention. I don't think he's ever actually done anything out of anger to a human. No, she's just being super sweet and sleepy. Honestly, I probably startled her a little bit petting her just out of the blue. Hello! How's your day going, my dude? But no, Athena did all of her demanding attention whenever we first got home. She was full-on wriggle butt. And then she played with Tarkus, wore herself out, came to me so that she could get a nap in. Yes. It has to. It has to happen. I can't leave them alone when they're being adorable. That's like so many times Jojo is just minding her own floofing business. Being so stinking cute, sleeping, like, not a care in the world, tummy up, and my brain just goes, you need to touch the tummy. And at the same time, my brain's like, that's not a good idea. She hates her tummy being touched. That is the kill zone. And she's still got enough kitten energy in her that she goes full-on rabbit foot. But it's just like the urge to pet them when they're being adorable. You have to do it. And the way I see it, it's more just payback for all the times they have woken me up by demanding attention at 3 a.m. or singing me the song of their people at 3 a.m. Honestly, cats do a lot of things at 3 a.m. So do dogs. Hey, gymnast. And yes, I have heard of Lexi. Every now and then I'm able to actually catch her streams, but she streams at the same time as me. Move those over. Okay, so crystallariums, we need to go to the island. Hey, man. Get your Stardew in whenever you can. Okay, all the pineapples first. No, we're not selling this stuff yet. Thank you very much. Also, I think we're gonna send a raid. I don't know how, and I don't know that there's enough people to do that. It's just you, me, and Wolf here right now, my dude. But I wouldn't mind if I had the people to do it, because she has raided my stream a few times. So it would be only fair to return the favor. Like I said, my dude, I don't know how to send a raid, and I don't really have the manpower for it. But if you guys want to go over there, you're more than welcome to. Okay. Well, if we ever have enough people in here and I figure out how to do the raid, she'll be on the top of my list. I've already decided if I ever do get enough people, I would love to send them to her, though, because she's raided my streams quite a few times. Also, I missed an ancient fruit. That's gonna bug me. Thanks for stopping by, my dude. Have a good one. Oh, but yeah, we're gonna try the Pierre cheese strat. I don't have a whole lot of ancient fruit wine because I wasn't thinking about it, and we're kind of down to, like, the last little bit. Although what I could do is save it for next week, whenever we're doing our decorating. Or not next week, but next stream, whenever we do our decorating. Just save up all the ancient fruit wine we get until then. Mainly just because I'm curious. Actually, yeah, it's decided. Hold on. I'm gonna write myself a note. Look, I'm granny gaming over here. I have no idea how to do hardly anything. I was so proud of myself when I figured out how to just bare bones operate Streamlabs. Okay, so ancient fruit, wine, cheese strat. So we're gonna need to keep track of what we sell it for minus 10,000 for changing our profession twice. But first for 10,000 and then also minusing what we buy it back for. Minus 10,000 and then what we sell it for again, just to see how that works out. That's why we're going to wait until, what's it called? Decorating week. So basically the cheese strat is you sell a bunch of ancient fruit wine or high quality wine, whatever good value wine you got. You sell it to Pierre with the... What did I eat? Please tell me it was a salad and not like a random fruit that was on my top bar. That's what I'm going to assume it was. Because I meant to drink espresso. But you sell it to Pierre while you have the artisan perk. And then you go change your profession. I think it's what, the rancher perk? Wait overnight. Go back to Pierre's. Buy back as much of your wine from him that he's offering. Go change your profession again to artisan. You have to wait overnight again. And then sell it to him again. I've watched a couple of people do it. I'm just more curious. It's one of those things that until you do it yourself, you're going to be curious about it, you know? Or at least that's just how it is with me. Until I do it for myself, I'm going to be curious about it. Okay, we've got 2 more bombs. There you go, guys. Even though it gets me nothing after the first couple of bombs. Okay. Things that can go up for right now. Welcome back, Gymnast. Let's get... Oh, no, not you. This one. These guys put away. Oh, is she? Nice. Let's see. You go in there. I really should have just kept those on me now that I'm thinking about it, because we're going to get more throughout the week. Okay, I'm going to get trapped there. Put all our bones away. Oh, there's still a hand in my bone. Hand in my backpack. Okay, everything that needs to be sold is sold. Crap. I was gonna do the movie theater one more time. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't know what time the movie theater closes. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna try and grab up, this week, last week's, and next week's, and we'll do it on the design day. See how that do? Okay, never mind. We missed it. That's okay. We'll try again next fall. Not the end of the world. Oh, I'm from Arkansas. It's, in the US. I'm not sure how specific you meant. Just country or specific place in country? It is currently 7:55 for me, going on 8 o'clock. I go by Central Time. Okay, we don't have any crystallariums to gather today. Just waiting on our fortune statues, which were nice and gave me diamonds. I love that. Wait. Tyler, why are you up there, honey? You are even less graceful than Hector. Pam sent me a beer. Nice. Those guys are doing their thing. Yeah, honestly, it's pretty cold in Arkansas right now, too. Also, I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce your username, but how's it going? And also, how do you pronounce it? Because I'm very curious now. But yeah, it's only November, and we actually get the majority of our cold stuff, like, January, February, when we start getting our ice storms and everything. So I don't know how I'm gonna handle winter this year. I froze last year. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so I can call you Kai. How's your evening going, Kai? Oh yeah, that actually reminds me, we need to get gas hooked up at the house so we can actually, you know, not be cold this year. We've got electric heaters, but they're only good if the power's on. Thank you for dropping in, Hector. Did you have to open the door on your way in too, honey? Oh, it's going pretty good. It's always a good day when I get to play Stardew, though. I absolutely adore this game. And yeah, summer was pretty brutal. Oh, dang. Yeah, it's super cold up north. My brother lived in Connecticut for a little while, and he said that was the coldest he's ever been. Like, this man wears shorts and t-shirts in December here. Hold on. Let's feed these guys really quick before I forget about them. I guess I can go ahead and close this because they're not going to really need outside for the winter. We got a new ostrich. See, my comfort game has always been Stardew, or back before Stardew was a thing, Harvest Moon. Wait, how are you guys doing? Janners, bye-bye. Once you reach 5 hearts, you gotta go, honey. That's an easy 20,000 gold. Let's get all of this sold off. Let's see. Castellariums aren't ready yet. These crops are dead. And these we harvested yesterday, right? Yes. Alright, sleep time it is then. Bye, Gymnast. Thanks for stopping in again. I've never gotten to play Animal Crossing. Let's see. Whenever I played my DS all the time, I don't think I ever came across a copy of Animal Crossing. It was always, Harvest Moon and My Sims. And then I haven't seen... They don't have any kind of equivalency aside from, like... It's not the same game, but there's some games that share similarities, like Dinkum, as far as the PC goes. I know, I've watched so many people play Animal Crossing, and it looks like so much fun. Let's see. Honestly, all the games that are like my go-tos, I didn't start playing until I was a teenager. My comfort game when I was a kid was either Super Mario or Spyro. Whose birthday is it? Oh, Linus. And it was like one specific Spyro game, and I think it's literally just Spyro. I'm not entirely sure what the name of it is. But I would play that same game over and over and over again. I don't think I ever actually beat it. See, that's the main thing that interests me about it is the decorating aspect. The decorating and just going to find villagers. Like, designing your own little village. What? No, the graphics are cute. I grew up with polygons, so anything looks cute to me nowadays. Like, really bad polygons, too. Hey, Shiver. Is Lexi raiding again? Well, welcome in, everyone. Hey, Max! I think the style of the graphics is really cute. It's kind of like Stardew. It's its own thing. It's very distinct. Hey, everyone! Yeah, all of these sheds are diamond sheds. And then we got a few off to the side that are for kegs. It's going pretty good. We're just doing a grind through week trying to stockpile some money. It's a long ways till 1 billion. Hold on, it's more coins than you think. Because it stops wrapping after a certain point. once you hit the 100,000, it stops showing it, and it swaps back over. So it cuts off. We're on the road to 1 billion, guys. It's gonna be a long, long time. I know. That's why you've got to just enjoy the graphics as their own thing. But I understand the graphics for games aren't going to be this, like, it's not going to do it for everyone. Welcome, welcome, guys. Hey, Lexi. How's everyone doing tonight? But yeah, all of these sheds are diamond sheds. See, that's how Harvest Moon was for me. It was an escape game. And eventually that's what Stardew Valley became for me. Just something that could take my mind away from anything going on in the world and focus on this happy little village. It's been going pretty good. We're trying to grind through a couple of weeks so we can get some cash. You know, we're really hurting for money right now. The dragon teeth took me so long to get for that obelisk. Oh my god. And I think I had like 3 of the stingray pawns, and they just weren't producing for me. Or if they did produce something, it was something else, not the dragon teeth. But now I know for next time I start up a game to go ahead and just have a fish pond ready to go for stingrays. At least if you're trying to go for perfection, because getting those dragon teeth, oh my god. They are a little on the painful side to catch. I just recommend getting a cork bobber and something to boost your fishing bonus. So that way when you do hook them, you can make sure you get them. Welcome back, Gymnast. Alright. In the bin. Yeah, everything else is going up for the night. I don't know who Tarkus thinks he's yelling at in there. No, I probably know who it is. It's one of the cats. He's probably got pinned up somewhere. I say pinned up. They're where they want to be. Oh wait, which obelisk did you get? See, I've already decided I'm not going for perfection unless I get bored in any future playthroughs. The only ones I really need are the mountain obelisk, the desert obelisk, and the island obelisk. Those are the only ones I need. I never use the beach one. And I'm still kind of wishing we had something to send us, like, over to town a little bit faster. I know we've got the minecarts, but I don't want to have to walk to the minecart. That's valuable time that I could be saving. Or for, like, going into the at the very bottom of the forest. Just so much time that could be saved. Or even if I had, like, a minecart, like, I don't know, at the bottom of my farm or something that I could hop into. That'd be kind of nice. I'm pretty sure there's a mod for that, though. I feel like I've seen somebody using that. Yeah, the mountain one is super useful. The quicker you can get that one, the better. I could definitely see the ocean one being more useful. Especially if you don't have the island one yet. Because then you could just pop over to the beach to get to Willie's quicker. That could be useful. Although I do recall a lot of time we spent at the beach that it would have been nice to have just like... we did have the beach obelisk. So there is definitely a use for it. I just find myself using that one the least. Wait, there's a mod for the mini obelisk too? That would be useful too. I could have one set up in the corner to go to the... Especially if you have like the Four Corners farm. Oh, that could be nice. Actually, what would be cool would be if we could have the mini obelisks in locations other than the farm. So instead of having, you know, an obelisk in the forest, which I would desperately want, because I don't like having to run all the way down to the bottom of the forest. My poor little feet. But we could have an obelisk, or mini obelisk set up, and then just pop the other one down at the bottom of the forest. That'd be pretty convenient. Like, basically, I've spent enough time in this game that I'm kind of over just running everywhere. And I just want to be able to pop to wherever I need to go. I swear, one day I'm gonna go check out her modded playthrough. I have to get to it eventually. But I've been working on stuff and haven't had the time to sit down and watch anything, really. I even said last night that I was gonna look through, or not last night, the night before last, I said I was gonna look through mods and stuff. Never got around to it, ended up going to bed, pretty sure. And then last night I said I was gonna look up some stuff for Portia, and ended up going over to the house to work on stuff instead. And whenever we got back home, ended up going to sleep. That is a fantastic idea. Like, I don't know how you would go about scrolling it unless you had, like a middle mouse wheel option for it. Or maybe, like, just press and hold. Kind of like you do when you're powering up tools in, for, like, the watering can and the hoe. But instead of powering it up, it's just cycling through the different locations you can go. Like, I'd even be cool with, like, Rasmodius can upgrade the scepter for us, but we have to pay him a fee. I'm telling you, I am cool with having to pay fees in games if I can just have the option. See, the totems are okay, but again, it's the same issue with, like, the obelisks. We just don't have enough of them, or for enough locations. Okay, actually, these guys are ready to harvest already. Hold on. Fiber! Like, when the fiber seeds were added, I thought that was such a fantastic thing. Little upgrades like that. That's all we really need. Little things like that. Just improves the quality of gameplay so much. And that gives me another 53 retaining soil. Tarkus, my dude, who are you yelling at in there? He doesn't know. He's just yelling to yell. Okay, we've got kegs tomorrow. Why are you not bouncing like the others? That's weird. You can sell them. I don't know how helpful mine is because I've moved my shipping bin. But normally you have a shipping bin. We're gonna use as much ancient fruit as we can. Right outside of your house. Hold on. Oh, you know what? This rug? We don't need it. We don't need this rug. It can go... It can go in the garbage. I am tired of that rug. The number of times. Normally your shipping bin would be right about here. I have mine currently moved. Hold on. Get some espresso going. Yeah. You can just drop everything in your shipping bin, or some of the shops in town will buy them for the same price as what you would sell them for shipping. So if you need the money right then and there, you could take, like, any of your, I think any of your production stuff, like fruit, wines, jellies, juices, stuff like that, and sell them to Pierre. You can take any of your gems and sell them to Clint. Hold on. Are any of these... Yeah, these are ready, right? Yes. See, I've got one in my kitchen right above my cellar, so that way whenever something is done in my cellar, I can just drop it off on the way out. Then I don't have to worry about accidentally doing something dumb with my very expensive aged wine. I had another one somewhere. Where did I... I might have the other one just in a chest somewhere. Honestly. And yeah, I've seen a little bit of Expanded and just how much it adds to the game. I haven't seen any of the actual gameplay, but I have seen like little glimpses of the map. Oh no! I think you can get more of them. You might actually be able to buy them from Robin. Hold on, we can check. Because I'm honestly not sure. Wait, I know where I put my other mini bin. It's over at the quarry. So I've got one in the house and one at the quarry. Dang, Megs, I feel that jade thing so bad. I can't remember what it was I was stocking up, and I ended up selling it. And then realized afterwards that I needed it. That was more just me forgetting that I had it for a reason. You get to learn some magic. Okay, but I've seen actual magic mods available too. So you could use them in conjuncture to make it more realistic. Robin doesn't sell it? Dang. Well, that's okay. I think realistically, 2 plus the one you've got on your farm. Actually, wait, you can buy another bin for your farm at the very least, right? Like, you can have her build another bin for your farm. It's not the same because you can't move it off the farm, but maybe that's what I was thinking of that you can buy from her. Yeah, regular shipping bin. Also, espresso has worn off. Oop. Hello, Tarkus. Do you have zoomies? Pretty sure he has zoomies. Oh, dang, that's weird. It should sell from both of them, though. But that makes sense that you say you've had issues. That can happen. I used to be really bad about, spending way too much time playing. That's part of the reason why we have a cap on the amount of time we play. Ordinarily, time ends at 9 o'clock. Tonight, we're going till the end of our 3rd week, just because I need to grind through some money really bad. Because it's going to take us a while to get to, 1 billion. But I'm really bad with not realizing how long I've been playing a game. It's much easier to do than you would think. Okay. We gotta change all of these guys out. Yeah, I would freak out over that too. Like, and did it just eat your items? Because I would be beyond upset over that. Have a good night, Natural Soap. Also, I love your username. One of the hobbies I want to get into whenever we get finally moved to the house is, I want to look into cold process soap making. Don't know if I'm actually going to do it because I'm terrified of, mishandling lye, but could be fun. I might start with glycerin soaps just for fun first. Or melt and pour. All that work to get those diamonds, and then it just ate them. Ooh. Look, I promise you it's gonna be like olive oil too, not any kind of questionable fat source. And nobody is getting scar tattoos. On purpose, at least. I mean, technically, if I mishandle the lye, it would be a bomb of a sort. It would be like a chemical bomb. But the only person it would really affect would be me. And anybody else that came into the room. But I intend to have, like, windows open. Door closed so the cats can't come in with me. Respirator on, because I've got to get respirator anyways to work with the resin. At least it's recommended to work with it. Espresso, please. Also, I need to go grab that one jelly that somehow got placed in the greenhouse. Although, if you want to be even more literal, I do have a Tyler in the house. No connection, as far as I'm aware. And last few. Oh, if I cannot miss any, thank you. Okay. That's all the ancient fruit. We're gonna have to switch to pineapple tomorrow, but we can finish off the ancient fruit. Let's see. That's all pineapple wine. I can go ahead and sell the pineapple wine, I suppose. No. We'll hold on to both. No, the math's gonna start getting weird. I'm just gonna stick with the ancient fruit. Math's gonna start getting weird. Also, I don't need this coconut. I appreciate Sandy for sending it to me, but I do not need that coconut. Tyler is Kitty. At least I hope so, because Drew interacts with him too. Oh, there we go. Oh, crap. Time does change tonight, doesn't it? Without fail, I'm always awake whenever the time changes, and it throws me off so bad. I know last year I had been like... I'd been up working on something. Look, let's not give me an existential crisis that I am actually my cat, okay? I don't need that. Although I would be cool with it. Like, I could live my day as a cat. I'd be chill with that. I would just like to have the conscious memory of being that way. Okay. Let these totems pop up. Yeah, it looks better without the rug, you know? Pierre sent me gold for no reason. I'll take it. I will always take Pierre's money. Oh, but yeah, I had been working on something. And I had just looked at the clock and it was like 11 something. And the next time I looked at the clock, it was... I think it was like... 1 something? It's been a whole year since then, so my brain's a little fuzzy. Fuzzier than usual. And I got so confused. I think it confused Drew for a second too, and then he was like, wait, daylight savings. Because I don't think we have anything that we need to manually set the time on, because we gave up on trying to keep the time on our microwave long, long ago. Casually use someone as a pincushion. Get food. I could live that life. When somebody turns the dryer on, I've got a nice warm place to sleep. For some reason, also, like, hang out between the shower curtain and the shower liner to attack people's butts while they're showering. That might just be specifically him, though. None of the other cats do that. Like, they're only interested in the bathtub if nobody is in it and the water's off, or if somebody's taking a bath, like, bubble bath or something like that. Not an actual shower. They always have to come over and investigate the water. Jojo will punch the water, because of course she does. She likes to punch water. Not only do I get to demand food, food is just given to me for existing. Oh god, no. No, 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 no. We do a thing called cat count in our house before, even if there is no way the cat could physically have gotten in there, because sometimes I'll go ahead and like preload the washer but not start it. Like go ahead and start just like putting clothes in there if it's an empty washer, and just like wait until it's a full load to turn it on. So even in situations like that where there is no physical way that the cat could have possibly gotten in there, even if I have seen all 4 of the cats beforehand, as soon as I get ready to turn the washer or the dryer on, cat count gets called. I have to physically see each and every one of the cats, and the dogs too, because I felt bad leaving Athena out. And now that we've got Tarkus and he is young and dumb enough to do things like stick his head in the dryer, he gets included in the cat count too. But it absolutely terrifies me of that idea. So I have to physically see each and every one of the cats before either of those machines get turned on. Same thing with like closing the fridge door. I have to look down before I close the fridge door. We've never had any bad incidences happen with the fridge. Although whenever we first moved in, Tyler thought he wanted to be in the fridge. So he climbed in, because there wasn't hardly anything in the fridge, so he just climbed in and stood on the bottom rack, and we didn't notice him. So he just hung out in the fridge for about 10 minutes until I was like, where's Tyler? Because normally that cat is up my ass all day long, right? Like, he does not leave me alone. So he didn't stay in there long, but that stayed in my brain. Just the thought of, where is he? So, cat count is a thing. We will always call cat count. We will always check things before we close the door. And we don't slam doors. We gently close them because... oh. Like, the picture you paint is comical, but my brain always goes to, like, worst case scenario for pets. And, honestly, kids, too. Just worst case scenario they could possibly be. Okay, all of our ancient fruit off to the side. Let's see. We need to put our geode up. I don't think we had anything else that really needed done today. At least not that I can think of. I don't... no, there shouldn't be anything else. We can move on to week 3 now. Now, the cats have been trapped in rooms before. And they've been trapped in there for like a couple hours. The most recent one was Tyler decided he wanted to go into the bathroom as I was leaving the bathroom and I didn't notice him. And he likes to get either right on the edge of the tub or he'll hide behind the toilet. So I didn't see him in there, and Drew and I had to go out and do something for the day. And when we got back, first thing Drew does is beeline to the bathroom while I'm, like, getting the dogs out and all this, that, and the other. Or I say getting the dogs out, but letting Tarkus out and getting them settled. And he was like, when was the last time you went to the bathroom? And I was like, right before we left. He's like, oh, you trapped Tyler in there. I'm like, what? Or like the second bedroom at the trailer. We never open it. It's our storage room. It's originally where Drew keeps all of our stuff for eBay. So that room doesn't get opened very often. The cats are not allowed in there. The dogs are not allowed in there. Well, except with the exception of when we moved in there briefly while we were repainting this room, or the main bedroom. Because there was a point in time where I'd convinced myself that we shouldn't move into the house and we should just fix up the trailer. But yeah, so they have gotten trapped in the second bedroom before because they want to. Those instances we know they've done it. Because they are very obvious about wanting to get into that room because it's a door that never opens. So, you know. See, at least you're thinking ahead to do that. I would just, like, probably just have to make coffee the next morning because I forgot. Or have some late coffee. Okay, we don't have crystallariums today. We just have fruit today, right? Look, I'm just as confused as you are, Megs, because I thought that made sense. All I know is my phone is automatically going to change over. My computer is automatically going to change over. It's just going to cause me any confusion if I'm awake when it happens. I'm trying to think if we've ever had any instances of our cats not being able to fit in things that they previously could. I'm sure there has been at some point. But it's really sweet that you guys, like, moved the deep freezer out to accommodate him more. We always just keep ours, like, pushed back so that way nothing can get back there. Oh, honey. You are very tired today, huh? I'm not judging because I have done that. Like I said, I gave up on changing all of my appliances over years ago. I got just so done with having to keep track with it. Spring, you lose an hour. Fall, you gain an hour. That sounds like a good way to memorize it. Or to remember it. I've always heard it, spring forward, fall back. I mean, honestly, that's one way to do it without having to change the time right now. Is just to, like, preset it. Let's see. I'm gonna move these guys down. Put... Apparently I had pineapple in my inventory. Huh. There we go. So is it... Once it hits midnight, it'll go back to 11? Oh, geez. Time changing mid-shift would mess me up so bad. Especially if it was a job that you had to keep track of things based off of time increments. Because whenever I worked at, the behavioral place for kids that I was at, we had to keep track of every 15 minutes, including when they were asleep. We still had to fill out these forms. We also had to take notes while they were sleeping, so like overnight notes were literally just they slept unless something else happened. So I wonder how the notes would work for that when the time change happens, because it's like a preset sheet for every 15 minutes. If you just have to go in and like add a time in to accommodate the time change. 1 a.m. becomes 12 a.m. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. feel like it still would mess me up, though. But then again, I'm easily confused anyway, so it doesn't take much to mess me up. Festival of Ice? Yeah, we're gonna skip that. See, I was wondering if they would, like, let you guys leave at 6 since you had technically finished your shift, or if they would have you stay till 7. Because I can almost guarantee with the job I'm talking about, they would have had us stay till 6 and have a 13-hour shift instead of a 12-hour shift. I can almost guarantee that's what they would have done. On the plus side, overtime plus night shift at that job was freaking great. Like, anytime they asked me to do overnights if I didn't have something already going on, I was down. Yeah, I feel like clocking out a little bit later than you normally do versus earlier. It's like, when I worked at the nursing home, I was pretty much strictly night shift. I say night shift, it was afternoon / early evening because I cooked dinner. So anytime I filled in for morning shift, it felt so weird because I'd clock out at like 2 p.m. and I'm just like, what do I do? It's daylight. Okay, we gotta go back to the island. Hold on, I see you flashing at me. And it ended before I could even finish my sentence. I don't think I ever got in trouble for staying late. They more got onto me for getting there early, because I would try to come in early to go ahead and help morning shift get lunch together. Because they have even less time between their... Like, I had a ton of time between the start of my shift and the meal I had to prepare. I only had one meal to prepare, and usually it was something super simple, but I had a ton of time, so I couldn't go ahead and start on my meal prep as soon as I got there anyways, because otherwise the food would be funky by the time I served it. So I would try to get in early so I could go ahead and help them, especially on Fridays, because we did... That's not where that goes. We did fish on Fridays. So it was constantly, like, dropping stuff in the fryer. running out of sauces, stuff like that. But that had to end quickly because management did not like us coming in early. And it was like, we're trying to help the flow of the kitchen. You guys don't really give us a whole lot to work with. Okay, nothing in there. Back over to the island. It feels so weird because I keep forgetting that this is dead now. And it feels like I'm supposed to be gathering one more thing on Mondays. But it's that crop field, and that crop field is gone for the year. Oh, dang. I love when the moon's super bright. Mainly because my porch light is a motion activated one. And it doesn't like to activate all the time, so it'll go out in the middle of, like, taking the dogs out. Which is always fun, because I'm sitting there watching to make sure they're actually using the bathroom and not eating a pine cone. Tarkus. I don't really have to worry about that with Athena. She prefers to try and get in the poison ivy, which is just as fun. But when the moon's bright, I don't have to worry about that as much. I do have my phone on me for whenever the porch light inevitably screws me over and goes out, but still. It's the inconvenience of it. I shouldn't have to pull my phone out when I've got a porch light for that very purpose. Honestly, I think it's because the sensor is, like, partially blocked. My grandpa put an awning up. Because the way... Like, there's no kind of, like, thing covering the top of the door. So, rainwater would go just straight into the door whenever it rained. Which, you know, not good. Not good for a door. Not good for the threshold. So he built an awning and put it onto the front of well, on the front door. But I think one of the, like, support beams for it is blocking the sensor. So it's kind of like a, you know, I can have this, or I can, you know, not have my threshold rot out from rainwater. All of that's good. We can go straight to bed. Yeah, they can get into a lot of legal trouble for you not taking your breaks. Technically speaking, we didn't have assigned breaks. We actually didn't even get breaks at all when I worked at the liquor store. But both of those jobs were, there was enough people and enough time in between that we could take coffee breaks or smoke breaks to kind of fulfill the lunch break instead. And especially at the nursing home, because, like, since I was cooking, I didn't want to eat while I was there. So just take a couple of, like, 5 or 10-minute breaks instead. Although we never clocked out for them, they did take them out of our pay automatically. So it's one of those, like, they're taking it, I'm gonna take my break one way or another. The liquor store didn't take out for breaks, so we technically got paid to take our break. Honestly, that job was super duper chill. That's part of the reason why I kept it even when I moved on to the kids' job. I kept the liquor store job on my on Mondays. Although I will say 2020 kind of killed me wanting to work there because we had some of the rudest people come through. But then again, these are the same people that thought, the beer brand Busch decided to come out with a Busch Latte because they heard kids saying it. I say kids, I mean younger people. Calling it Busch Latte instead of Busch Light. So they took the joke and ran with it. And I had so many people ask me why there was coffee in the beer and still didn't believe me. Called the owner, even though every single worker at both stores told them it's not coffee, it's just a joke. That's what the young kids are saying these days. They call it Busch Latte instead of Busch Light. But you could not convince these people they didn't have coffee in it. One guy, like I said, called the owner and was like, you need to get that damn coffee beer out of the store. But at the same time, you had people like my my regular who would bring me peaches from her peach tree. Super sweet lady. She'd show pictures of her dogs to me. Or old Sergeant Major who kept trying to recruit me for the army. I'm like, honey, I am not in any shape except ball shape. You don't want me going to the army. I can go ahead and guarantee you on that. I get winded bringing in the groceries. I am not fit for boot camp. I actually ran into one of my regulars. Her and her husband would come in just to get a canned soda. Like, once a day or every other day, they would come in and get a canned soda. And I absolutely adored both of them. And I ran into one of them at my cousin's wedding. And it was so surreal for both of us. Because she was like, who do you know here? I was like, oh, the groom's my cousin. She's like, huh, small world. I was like, yeah. Because I'm just assuming she went to their church. Or maybe she knew, his, wife's parents. I have no idea. I had honestly been running late whenever I ran into her, so it's just kind of like still on rush mode. So I wasn't thinking to ask her, like, so how do you know them? Honestly, I would rather take my breaks divided up through the day, too. Anyways, rather than take it all at once, unless I have something to do and I'm allowed to leave the premises. Because when I worked insurance, we got, I think it was an hour lunch break, and that was very convenient. Whenever I had to renew my driver's license. I was actually able to run across the... because luckily the DMV was like right across the street from this insurance agency. So I could just run over and get my, my license taken care of. It's probably the nicest I've ever looked in a driver's license photo because I was dressed for work. Oh dang, it's already 9. I've gotta hurry, guys. Hopefully we're done by 9:30 because I really don't want to go much longer than that. Like I said, we've got to go back to the house and gather stuff up to drop off to Goodwill tomorrow. Or for Drew to drop off to Goodwill tomorrow because I've got stream. Wait. I don't know why I automatically go to my workstation chests for my geodes. That's not where they go. Okay, we've got one more round of crystallariums tomorrow. Oh, wow. Let's see. I think mine's good until like 2028 or something. And I got it done in like 2018. 2018 or 2019. No. Yeah, it would have been 2019. Because I got my license that same year, my insurance license, and that license was good for um, up until 2020. Making you look what now? I think whenever I got mine done, they were issuing 8-year licenses. But I could be wrong. I might need to check my driver's license. It might be coming up here soon. But I feel like it was like 2027 or 2028. If it was 2019, it would have had to have been 2027 that my license goes out. Wait, you can get it redone online? Like, I know Arkansas lets you do the registration and tags online, but I didn't know about... I don't know if Arkansas lets you do... redo your picture and everything online. I'm sure it would let me redo my address. Because I really don't want to have to go to the DMV whenever we move. Like, if I can avoid it. See, that's the thing that gets me. It should be a universal thing across all states for the rules and regulations. And, like, what you can and can't do. That would streamline things so much better. I'm just thinking, like, from the perspective, like, a DMV worker, though. Because I want to say Louisiana, it's really a pain in the butt to do anything at the DMV. But I've only ever experienced it secondhand from watching Drew handle things. Like, Arkansas is pretty straightforward. And we're very lucky that the girls that work at our DMV are super nice and will walk you through everything. I also try to pick times when there's, like, nobody around to have to go do anything there. one, I don't like having to wait, but also, if I have a question, they have the time to answer. Aw, that's a shame. I can renew my tags and my registration online, though, which is really all I care about. The license is just one of those things that, unless it's a special thing, like having to move and change your address, it every 4 or 8 years. And I want to say they're strictly 8 years nowadays. But I could be wrong, because like I said, it's been a while since I went and talked to anybody about doing my license. Point is, the amount of times I have to go into the DMV physically is very limited, so it's not too big a deal. Okay. We're probably gonna have crystallariums again Saturday, if I had to guess. Let's see. I think we can sleep through the majority of... Well, no, not the majority. We can sleep through to tomorrow. Because these guys should be good until then. Okie doke. Dang, I wasn't gonna harvest these, but that one had a diamond, so I kind of feel the need to. So, might as well do it. Oh, you know, that makes sense. But you know, they really shouldn't do just the 40s for the eye exam thing. I lost the majority of my vision between... Let's see. Childhood and like early to mid 20s is when I lost the majority of my vision. And I don't think I had to retake the eye exam last time I went up there. Okay, I know I said I wanted to speed through this, but I have to pee so bad right now. So we're gonna pause real quick. I'll be back in a second, and we're gonna take care of these kegs. Okay, slightly longer than anticipated, but Tarkus came to visit me. At first I didn't think he was going to, because he, like, tried to push the bathroom door open. And, he met the slightest bit of resistance and said nope, and then he, I guess, decided to double back and try again. So he had to get pets and hugs and all that good stuff. We got a battery from Pam. And 500 from Lewis. I will take it. Thank you. Let's get all of these changed over, and then... Part of me is curious to keep track of exactly how much ancient fruit we end up being able to take to Pierre's next week. So I might go ahead and write that down for myself. Just as like a good reminder, because you don't get all of it back. You only get a portion of it back. So that kind of makes me curious as to how much we're gonna lose. Technically we won't lose it because we will still have made the money from it. But you know, how much are we gonna lose? Go ahead and start moving my pineapples up as we get space for them. Okay, and something that needs to be done. We have 53... Actually, I think it's like 63 of the deluxe retaining soil. I don't know how many pineapple seeds we have, but we might go ahead and take the time to go process some of them before I turn them all into wine. We've got other wines that we can make, so I'm not too worried about it. Hey, Towels! How's it going, my dude? Get these all filled up. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to go ahead and go straight to the island whenever I get done doing this and get some garden pots filled up. Because what we've got going on right now is not going to be sustainable. Throughout all of winter. The only issue is it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt to harvest all of them. Like every week at least. So I'm not going to beat myself up on it if we forget a week. to harvest them, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. So you know how I didn't watch The Simpsons? Yeah, I didn't really watch South Park either. Actually, these can all stay on me. Okay, yeah, I filled that one up. Awesome. Oh, hey, thank you for subscribing, Towels. I'm not sure if you got your dinosaur. I hope you got your dinosaur. It brings me the greatest joy to see that little bouncing dino. Alright, we've only got 39 pineapple seeds. Do we have any? We have ancient fruit seeds, but that do me no good. No good. Because I don't have anywhere to plant them. Look, I wasn't sheltered. I just had other things to watch. I spent a lot of my time watching, honestly, this is kind of sad. I spent a lot of my time watching Food Network. Because I was just fascinated. I did watch little bits of South Park. More of it than I did, The Simpsons. But it's just one of those things where sometimes the humor just didn't suit my style. Get those placed in. I'm gonna double check the island before I go making any seeds, just to make sure we don't have any seeds, like, hidden over at the island. I don't remember if we do. But it costs us nothing to check. And I don't. I have these useless cactus seeds, though. That's kind of cool, right? It seemed like a lot of their humor was mostly gross-out humor, and for me, that's a lot of hit and miss. Because sometimes I'm into gross-out humor, sometimes I'm just not. It really just depends on the day, the mood, all that good stuff. No, you can't put ancient seeds in garden pots, unfortunately. You get a pop-up saying that their roots go too deep, or they wouldn't be happy there. That's what it is. She wouldn't be happy here. Referring to the seeds. Actually, I can grab a seed and show you the pop-up. Since I can't remember the exact wording. We've got to run to the desert, though. If I can stop getting stuck on trees, that is. I know, if I feel like Concerned 8 made it that... Really, Courtney? Really? I feel like Concerned 8 made it that way, so that way you couldn't abuse it too much. Because I could very easily fill up every square inch that I physically could with garden pots full of, ancient seeds. Like, I've already got every place that I can physically full with ancient seeds, so... We'll just do a few of these. I don't want to go overboard because I only have so much pineapple at the moment. So we only need 24 seeds. 1 or 2 over is fine. I just don't want to go super crazy with it. At least not until we have more clay to work with. 18, 20, 21, 2. That should be plenty. That should be plenty. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We went a little bit over, but again, that's fine. Just as long as we're not going crazy with it. Now we can go back to the desert, or to the island. We've got 24 seeds left, or 24 retaining soil left. And I have a ton of garden pots that we could fill up with pineapple. Like I said, it's gonna reach a point where it's gonna be unfeasible or infeasible to fill all of them and take all of them. To empty them, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so if you try to put the ancient seed in, her roots grow very deep. She wouldn't be happy in there. Excuse you? Excuse you? What is different about this spot? Oh, it's the fucking sand, isn't it? Oh, that's annoying. That is very annoying, because I just wasted 2, 4, I already lost count. 7 deluxe retaining soils. It's not the end of the world, but it's very upsetting. But it also tells me that I couldn't actually fill up all of these planters. So, better to find it out now than in the future, right? Alright. Go ahead and pull these up so I don't... I'm not pulling all of them up. Because there's still some places where we could fit... No, that wouldn't work. We could probably fit 1 or 2 there. Because we could still access them from either side. I don't know if that's too close to the sand, though. Oh well. Exactly! She needs room to spread out. Alright, put those guys up for now. It's all good. Okay. We've got some stuff to throw in the bins. Again, we can move that stuff to another location. I can move it to the desert. I had been saying that I needed to find something to decorate the desert with. And I was going to use some garden pots, like, here and there. But anything that we grew there would have to be, the tea trees. Because they don't die in the winter. Or when the season changes. I honestly probably need to test if we can with the desert before I go filling up a bunch of plants. That would probably be the smart idea. We're probably a long ways off from me actually doing that, though. Because we've still got all of Cindersap Boars to work on. All of our goodies popping up. Alright. Coffee first. Wait, what's this? Thank you, Linus. Fried calamari. Alright, we're gonna take care of our greenhouse, or our keg sheds first. Then we'll worry about crystallariums. It is, but I've kind of reached the point where I don't really need trees. Although, if it did stay, like, one season all year round, that would be a great place for me to offload all my cactus seeds. Because I got so many cactus seeds when we were going diving in the mines. Like, there was 200 at the island, and that's with me throwing a bunch away. Like, it got to the point where I just started throwing the cactus seeds away anytime we got them. Because I was like, we have so many of these at home, and we don't need them. Like, I could understand if it was just, like, 1 or 2 of them, but I was getting 15 stacks at a time. Or rather, stacks of 15 at a time. It is great for solar panels. Again, though, we've kind of reached, like, the limit of what we need solar panels for. I've got a bunch of solar panels there anyways. And I'm definitely going to take advantage of it in the future, putting solar panels down in the desert as soon as I can, because that is a great way to get batteries. I've also got the jade crystallariums over there and our seed makers. Honestly, the desert and the forest are such great places for, like, just putting extra things, because there's only a small area where people actually walk through. That aren't us, at least. So as long as you avoid the NPC path, there's just so much room to put things. You know, you're not wrong, and that is a very valid point. What do I need to make not crystallariums, solar panels? Because that's a very passive thing. Iron, gold, and refined quartz. Honestly, the refined quartz is the more painful one, but I do have some fire quartz, and we've got all the crystallariums at the desert anyways, that I could just change the jade out, since I've kind of already given up on, like, stocking more than the 2 stacks. I will get that other stack up to 999, I promise. But I could go ahead and change that jade out for the fire quartz. So that would be pretty easy to obtain. And honestly, gold and iron are cheap enough and easy enough to buy from Flint that I could make them pretty quickly. I might even have some already stockpiled anyways. But then we also come down to the whole, do I have the time to go get solar panels or battery packs every day? Or once a week, rather. I'd have to find a way to to work it into the rotation. Because that's kind of the main hindrance we have with all the stuff we've got right now, is just being able to harvest everything to keep it on track so we can get the most harvest as possible out of them. Athena, dearest, honey. You can come in here. Athena was trying to come in the room, but the Swiffer was in the way. She and Tarkus are both terrified of the Swiffer, the vacuum, and this, like, spare clothes rod we have. So if it's in the way, she can't break into the baby gate, which is actually why it was in the way, so she wouldn't break into the baby gate. Because she tries to sneak in. I don't know why, because, like, she's allowed in the room. But she's a very sweet dog who doesn't bark, except for when she's sitting in the window barking at things. You would think she would have learned to bark when she wants something, but no. She's a sweet bean. So instead she tries to sneak into the room. It's like, the baby gate's not for you, honey. It's for the puppy who wants to chew on everything and harass the cats. This is a safe place for the cats. Let's see, you guys in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pop those in there. Honey, what's wrong? You're the one that wanted in here. Did you lose your toy? Where's your soap bar? Oh, there's a ball under the bed. Okay. I hear it. Did you find your ball? You did. Okay, honey, I can't throw it right now. You give me, what, 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 5-10 minutes, honey? For one thing, there's no room to throw it in here, so I have to throw it down the hallway. I know, baby. Where's your bone? Soap bar? She wants to play ball so bad right now. Like, I should have taught her soon when she was a puppy. I don't know how I would have gone about doing that. But that would be so useful. Especially when she starts getting super impatient about, like, going outside or playing with a toy while we're doing something. It's not that we're not gonna do it, you just gotta give me 1 second while I finish something up. Okay. Give? Up there? There you go, honey. That's the best I can do until I get through, okay? When I get through, I'll throw it down the hallway. Although really, my throwing arm's not as good as Drew's, so 9 times out of 10 I do the fake out, and she enjoys that just as much. I originally started doing it because she likes to try and, like, get ahead of you and, like, run down the hallway before you even throw the ball, and I'm like, you cheater! Did you drop it? Okay. Boop. You're such a sweet pup. She's just throwing it to the ground right now. Hi, honey. What? Did you have to throw it on my computer? Yeah? That's where you had to throw it? Like, it's right at mouth height, Mom. I have to put it there. I know, but I told you soon. Shoot, maybe I need to talk with Drew about teaching Tarkus soon. We didn't do it with Athena, but maybe we can do it with Tarkus. Also, did I miss this one? No, okay, cool. I got distracted by her throwing her ball on my computer. thing I don't understand is why she wants me to throw the ball. I don't throw the ball as good as Drew does. And he's actually done streaming. But puppies don't understand, so that's okay. She's actually having the time of her life right now just chewing on the ball. Nope, she switched to her bone. I'm telling you, she loves that soap bar for some reason. Whatever it is, I'm not going to question it. Whether it's just that she likes chewing on it or the fact that it's bacon scented. Don't know. Don't care, she loves it. That's all I need to know. Alright, 2 more to go. And I need to check on my ostriches. I can't sell any of them. I don't think any of them are ready yet anyways. But I should have one ready for incubation. And also just making sure their food is stocked up. Like, since it's winter, I've got to make sure I don't let them starve. Because I have done that before, because I completely forgot. Okay, grab that one, please. Okay. That's all done. Let's take care of feeding animals first. Okay, feed first, and then I'll gather all that stuff up. Yeah, they needed food bad. I forget how quickly they go through food during the winter. And baby ostrich hatched? Sure. Okay, that guy's hatched. Are you in my way? Nope, I can still put that in. That's all I need to know. One day I need to actually get to, like, processing all those ostrich eggs, but we'll get to that whenever we get to it. Alright. And going into next week, we will have 2 999 stacks and 1 181 stacks, so what, 2,079? Assuming I can math. I'll double check that whenever I get done streaming. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and go to bed because it's almost 10 o'clock and I need to end this stream soon. Like I said, Drew and I have got to get some stuff gathered up for Goodwill. And if he's going to Goodwill tomorrow, he's got to get up early. And then I've got to get up early because tomorrow is Sunday. And Sundays we do House Flipper. 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. All that good stuff. And we ended up with a whopping 1.6 million to end off this week with. Not too bad. But yeah. So next week we will try the Pierre cheese stat and we will also be decorating. More than likely we're just going to be decorating cinder sap. And decorating is a strong word because what we're probably going to be doing is mainly planting tree seeds at first and then we'll go from there. There's definitely some spaces where I could work in campsites. We might just have to dot them all over the place. And who knows, maybe we can work on like the trail system like that I wanted to do. I was gonna do those wooden planks because that seems more natural for like a forest area, but I don't know. I don't like how it doesn't doesn't stand out. So I think we might do like a stone pathing or something. I'm not sure. We'll look into it. It could very well end up just being like wood pathing because I have a bunch of wood paths already made. We'll see what happens. So, anyways, I stream every day from 6 p.m. Central Standard Time until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are currently rotating between Stardew Valley and My Time at Portia. So we did Stardew tonight. We'll do My Time tomorrow. As far as Portia goes, we're still working on the harbor. Hopefully we get to find out who destroyed the warehouse. And I think the main thing we're going to do is try and grind for some data discs. Because I want to get some extra upgrades for Ak. But yeah, like I said a minute ago, on Sundays we do a special stream from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. playing House Flipper. We're going to be working on the Mini Generations home tomorrow. I'm hoping to go ahead and... We're not going to do an extensive garden. I'm just going to do the garden that I want, and then we'll just fit it into a category. Just see how it does. I don't expect full marks, but any percent increased profit is better than none, so I'll take it. So we're going to try and get that one finished, if not sold. We'll see how it goes. In the description, there is a link to my fiance, Shiny Haunter, who also streams every day from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. He is currently rotating between TFT, Marvel Snap, and Fallout 4, although they are getting very close to finishing Fallout 4. Feel free to go check him out. He's a lot funnier than me. Probably more entertaining, but that's just my opinion. But yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to go box up some stuff for Goodwill. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And until next time, bye-bye.